Hello, and welcome to Colorado Springs Hypnosis, your resource for hypnosis and personal empowerment. Today I'm going to be talking to you about emotional freedom technique, also known as EFT or tapping. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm already working on making a ton of videos for cravings and negative emotions and things like that. And I want to make sure that I have a good base video for tapping just that you can start with, and then you can continue to use these other videos for more specific issues. But yeah, so real quick, let's talk about what tapping is. Tapping is an energy technique. It actually uses some of the same points that we use in acupuncture. All right, but instead of having to put needles inside of these points, we actually just kind of tap on these points on our body. It's not even a big deal. And at the same time, acupuncturists, they have to go to school for several years and even become doctors in this study because of all the hundreds of points all over the body and what they do and what they mean. And we're just going to be paying attention to 7 points, and we're going to tap them in the same order all the time. And at the same time that we're tapping all these points, we're also going to be saying mantras. These mantras do 2 different things. First of all, they bring our attention and focus towards the problem. And then at the same time, we express acceptance and we start to release those problems and let them go. But I'll talk a little bit more about mantras in a few moments. But first, let's go ahead and move on to the points themselves. So the first point is the side of the hand. All right, that's this meaty portion of the hand here. And it's commonly known as the karate chop portion, or just the side of the hand. And when tapping this point, you can kind of just tap it with the fingers of the other hand, and it doesn't matter which way you decide to do it or which hand you want to tap. You could even tap those points together like this, whichever way is best. The second point is the point between the eyebrows. All right, and that's right up here. We usually tap this with 2 fingers. You want to make sure that you're tapping loud enough that you can hear it, but not so loud that it's painful, right? Or just kind of a light tap or a light thump on the forehead. The next point after that is the side of the eye. All right, so where this eye bone is right here, you can kind of feel it move just a little bit further away, and you're right in the nice area. The next point after that is below the eye, down here. Again, from the eye bone, you're going to work your way down, tap right there. The next point is right above the upper lip. It's this area here where I have my mustache, or the area right underneath the nose. And then the point after that is this area right above the chin. And then, of course, the last point comes down where our collarbone is. You're going to find a place nice right in the middle, and you can just kind of tap on that collarbone point. And those are the 7 points, and they're pretty much always going to be in that order. We'll always start with the hand. We'll work our way down the face, all the way down to the collarbone, and that will be 1 round of tapping. So let's go ahead and move on to mantras and how we create them. So the first part of the mantra, like I said, is recognizing the problem. So let's say that we were going to tap on a cigarette craving. All right, we might start off by saying, even though I am feeling this cigarette craving. Or we might say, even though I want a cigarette right now, something of that nature. For somebody who perhaps was starting to get angry and they wanted to tap down their emotions of anger, they might say, even though I'm starting to feel angry right now, even though this person really made me upset. Or, you could even say it as colorfully as you'd like. Now, the second part of the mantra is, like I said, that mantra of acceptance, or it could be releasing, and we'll go into that in a moment. But yeah, so normally what you'll say from the very beginning is, even though I want to have a cigarette right now, and then the second part would be, I completely love and accept myself. Now you can say this however you want. You can say, I love myself completely, I completely love and accept myself, I love and accept myself wholly. There are a ton of different ways to say this, and when I work with my clients in the office, we find ourselves putting together all sorts of word soup. But basically, from the very beginning, it's good to say, hey, even though I'm having this problem, I do love and accept myself. It's okay that I'm having this problem. All right. You could also state the mantra to set you up towards your future goals. Like for a person that was snacking, even though I really want this cupcake, I totally love and accept myself. Even though I really want this cupcake, I am choosing to take control. I am choosing to monitor my weight. I am choosing to let these sweets go. And of course, you could state what you want instead. Even though I really want this cupcake, I want to fit in this yellow polka dot bikini come the summertime, or whatever that is. So keep in mind that you can get really you can get really into the weeds, and you can really make sure that when you say these mantras, they are very specific to you and very tailored. So let's go ahead and put it all together and see what a tapping round would look like. So you know what? A lot of people probably experience feelings of stress and anxiety. So let's go ahead and do a tapping round for lowering a bit of stress. All right. So we would start here on the side of the hand again, just like normal. And as we would tap, we would say, even though I'm feeling this stress, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling stressed because of this event that's coming up in the future, go ahead and place your own event in there if you'd like. I choose to let these feelings go. Even though I am feeling this stress right now, I know that I am going to be okay. I will move up between the eyebrows. I let this stress go. Side of the eye, I let this stress go completely. Underneath the eye, it's not helping me. It's not helping me prepare. It's not helping me get ready. If anything, it's probably making it harder for me to do those things. Upper lip, so I let this stress go. Lower lip, I let it go completely. Collarbone, I let this stress go 100%. Goodbye, stress. Now go ahead and take in a nice deep breath. Where is that stress gone now? If you did have stress. But yeah, so those are the basics of how to set up mantras and how to tap through points. And feel free to look through the rest of this playlist for tapping on different things, and hopefully you can find one that suits you. And I hope this has been helpful. And if it has been, please do consider liking or subscribing, and of course, sharing with someone you know who could use this information. Thank you very much. Goodbye.